How to maintain your true peace in your daily life? Well, you cannot maintain the true peace doesn't need any maintenance. That which needs a maintenance is a farce, is a lie. That which is true doesn't need any maintenance. Like your body is a body of a woman. So what do you have to do to maintain this womanhood? Huh? Is there something you need to do? Or you can say, oh, I comb my hair and make a plait. Well, that doesn't just depend on them. So many men who make these ponytails and plaits. But this pleated hair isn't sign of a woman. So you are a woman, that's it. You don't have to do anything. The real peace doesn't comes from the mind. It comes from your own true self. And mind can go into zone of thinking and no thinking and anger and sadness and quiet, or all different colors of emotions will come and go in the mind. Mind is just like an ocean. Someday calm, someday very, very turbulent. Someday very peaceful, someday very agitated. So, the mind is my tool. And I am not the mind. So I am, in my reality, my true self is neither body nor mind nor the intellect. And Satchitanand, truth blissful, is my true reality. So I am truth, so I don't have to do anything to make myself truthful. I am aware, conscious being. I don't have to do anything to make it like that. So what is mind and what is its functionings, if that is understood? And then who is the one who is using this mind is different from the mind. So I am using this mind. So I need to understand who I am first. And what is the mind, and what is the relationship, and how what goes on in the mind doesn't impact onto my real self. The biggest mistake, the biggest, I would say, darkness of the mind is this, where you see yourself as the body. And I am not body, and I am separate from the body. And similarly, this true self is not the mind, is separate from the mind. So you need to explore your own true self. You need to encounter the reality of your own true self. And about the mind, it will be as we will train it to be. Why mind gets agitated? Let's say, when there is a desire which you have and that desire doesn't get fulfilled, then the mind is agitated. When we expect something and that doesn't comes the way we wanted it, mind will be upset. Disease, sickness, death, we don't want it, it comes, mind gets agitated. We all want to be rich and happy and young and beautiful, but this doesn't stay as such, hence the mind gets agitated, and we lose our peace here and there and here and there and all the times. Everything is going right and something goes bonkers. Then you don't know what to do, how to deal with that. So, two things have to be explored, Artha. One is, what is mind, how it functions. Two, who I am and what is my real form. So forget about God for some time. Just focus on this. What is my reality? The one who is asking this question about peace, about God, about the Supreme Being and whatnot. Who is this questioner? Who is this person who is asking this question? What is this sense of I which we have? Where does it goes away when the deep sleep is happening? In deep sleep, you don't have the even an iota of this, where I am, or what bed, what room, which city, which country am I. In deep sleep, everything goes into the dark zone. right? No, you don't recollect anything. It's only when the consciousness comes out of the sleep, then you, okay, I am in Ganaur. Okay, I am in this new place. So, the reality of the self is to be understood first. That is your, I would say, the primary objective. It should be your primary objective. But in the meantime, as I had already suggested upon your request, somebody will guide you in asanas. Somebody did that, right? Yeah. So somebody will now guide you into pranayama, right? Although very loosely sometimes it is said breathing techniques, but it's not just breathing techniques, it's much more than that. And these are the preparatory modules which will bring you very firmly onto the path. This is what you do constructively and creatively to experience firsthand the real peace. Peace, not just a slogan. There were a group of people. One time I was in Spain. There were this group of people who were fighting, who had placards. They were sloganeering and fighting, and I don't know what happened. They started, just punching one another, and the police had to come in. And they were all fighting for peace. Because their posters were, "Let there be peace on the world." So, but it ended up with everybody getting bruised black and blue. So that should not be done. So peace is not something for which you need to demonstrate or find somewhere outside. It's not there. Wherever you are, whether in Miami or Rishikesh or Varanasi or Ganaur, it is not the place which will give you the peace. It is the deeper understanding which will bring you there. And my job is to provide you that in a very conducive environment where you learn and you practice and you ask the question which are bothering you. So it's not that hundreds and thousands people sit together and nobody knows what's going to happen, and somebody comes on the stage and in one shoe fits all. Well, that's not how the things work. Every individual is different. So just one technique won't fit everybody. So we need to understand and deal with person to person. And hence, I take these questions. What's bothering your mind?